everyone, and welcome to my follow along post-workout lower body stretch session. So this is a great session to do after you have done a workout. I've just finished, I'm all sweaty and hot from doing a full body workout. So it's a perfect one to add on at the end of a session and also to do when your body is warm and ready to go. So please don't do it when you're cold. Make sure you're doing it after a workout. If you are a little on the tight side, especially in your hamstrings, grab yourself, if you have some yoga blocks, that's perfect. If not, some books or even a chair, something that you can hold on to help steady yourself through some of the exercises. Otherwise, make sure you've got a nice soft surface underneath you, as we're going to be kneeling on the ground. So if you do have sensitive knees, you may even, I have a really nice thick yoga mat on top of carpet. If you don't have those things, even folding up a towel or a cushion or something to pop under your knee is great, because we just don't want to be on the hard floor. It's not pleasant for anyone. All right, so let's get moving. So the first position we're going to do is we're going to go through a lunge series. So we're going to start in a right angle lunge. I'm going to squeeze my glute at the back. So I'm squeezing nice and tight and then gently pushing forwards with that hip so that I can stretch through the front here. From here, I can bring that arm up and then gently imagine someone's pulling your hand up towards the ceiling, leaning over towards the front leg. Or if it's strong enough of a stretch without that arm, you can take it out. And you can also use the wall or a chair or something to stabilize you as well. And just take a few nice big deep breaths here. Keep squeezing your bottom in this position. And then coming out, we're going to come forwards into a lunge. This is where your yoga blocks are really handy. So if you have trouble reaching the floor in a lunging position, place those yoga blocks on the ground to help you out. Otherwise, we're going to gently shift those hips forwards into a lunge, and you're going to have your hands on the floor on fingertips or yoga blocks, and we're going to gently bend and straighten that front leg. So nice and slow, we're not bouncing into these positions. We're just gently gliding from bent to straight, moving through. Now when you're straightening that leg, if you keep the toe pointed, it will be a little bit less of a stretch. If you flex the toes back towards you, it's going to be stronger. We also want to think about keeping a nice flat back and sticking our bottom out behind us as we do it, so we're not rounding over. That's where lifting up with yoga blocks can be really helpful. If you find that you're rounding, probably means you need to pop your hands on something. Now coming back into this lunge position, I have my left leg in front, so I'm going to place my right hand on the floor. My left hand, I'm going to place it behind my head, and I'm going to drop my elbow down towards the floor, and then I'm going to open that hand up towards the ceiling. Elbow down to the floor, and then rotating up to the ceiling. That's 2. We're going to do 5. Down to the floor, and up. 3. And down to the floor. 4. And 5. Very nice. Hand back to the side. And then coming into your lunge position and just doing a few point and flex in this straight leg lunge. If you need to, lift up on the yoga blocks to keep that nice flat back. We want to constantly think about the leg that's straight. You want to be drawing that hip back towards the wall behind you, and then belly button leading towards the ground. Okay. Excellent. All right. So now bend that leg in, and you're going to slide the back leg out in front, and now shift your weight over, so you've still got your hips square to the front. If you need to, you can bring that knee in nice and close. You may also find you might need to chock yourself on a yoga block if you're finding this is really difficult. If you're more flexible, you can shimmy that foot out towards a right angle, and from here we're going to fold over towards our shin and folding forwards. If you need to, you can use the support of those yoga blocks as you fold forwards in this position. Wow! Yoga block explosion! And from here, you're going to swing that back leg around, take it all the way over the top of that leg that's already bent, so crossing it over the knee. And then you're going to glue that sit bone down onto the floor. So both butt cheeks are on the ground. Opposite hand to the knee that's in front hugs that knee in towards your chest. Now you're going to grow a little bit taller and then use your tummy muscles to turn and rotate towards this top leg. So rather than just yanking yourself around with your shoulders, think about lifting, tummy on, use your abdominal muscles to rotate you. I'm not even using my hand on the floor to twist yet. All active. You should feel a nice stretch through your glutes and a gentle spinal twist. And releasing. Now we're going to do a little fancy trick. We're going to swap to the other leg without forgetting which leg we were on. So if you take this top leg behind and then come up into your front leg back into the first lunge, that's where we were before. So we're going to swap it. And now you should be on the other side, okay? If I just tell you swap sides, most of us are like, oh, I don't know which one I was doing. Me included. So now we're on the other side. You're going to squeeze your bottom, gently opening that hip to the front. Nice opening stretch through the front of the hip. If you need to make it a little bit stronger, bringing that same side arm up and tilting over. Remember, we're keeping the glute active and squeezing. Take a few deep breaths here. And then bringing that hand down, gently coming forwards into your lunge, grabbing those yoga blocks if you need them. And we're going to go through our straight to bent lunge. Remember, nice and gentle, not bouncing into the position. We're trying to keep a nice flat back. And we're thinking about drawing that straight leg back behind us. Yeah, imagine someone's got a string on that butt cheek and they're pulling it behind. While we're still staying up on that back leg, a lot of people want to drop down. Yeah, stay up nice, on a nice right angle, supporting leg. And choosing if you want to keep your foot pointed or relaxed, you can. If you want that stronger stretch, you can flex it, completely up to you. And then we're going to keep that leg straight and we're just going to do a few point and flex. Lovely. Coming into your lunge, now plant the opposite hand to the front foot on the ground or on your yoga blocks, whatever you need to do. Other elbow comes up. We're going to rotate it down towards the floor and then up to the ceiling 5 times. Rotating down and up. Let's do 3, 4, and 5. Very nice. From here, we're going to bend that leg in, coming into our little angel pose. Slide the back leg out, adjusting the foot, so if you need to shimmy it out to more of a right angle, go for it. If you want it in nice and tight, if you need a yoga block, pick what you need, and then we're going to fold forwards over towards our ankle. And just take a nice, big deep breath, a few big deep breaths in this position. Walking it back up, we're going to swing that straight leg all the way around, crossing it over the top of the bent leg, gluing your sit bone down onto the floor. Opposite arm to that top bent leg hugs the knee into your chest, and we think about lifting up. I'm just going to turn so you can see. We're going to lift up towards the ceiling and then using your tummy muscles to gently rotate you around. That's it. coming back to the center. Bringing your feet together with your soles together. And now in this, if you find it really hard to sit tall in this position, so without really slouching back, sit on your yoga blocks, okay? So you're gonna lift your bottom up on the yoga blocks to just tilt your hips forwards a little bit. From here, we're gonna loop our hands underneath, and we're gonna think about sitting up really tall and then actively drawing the knees down towards the mat. So you're gonna draw them down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. And drawing them down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little active groin stretch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Slide them forwards into a diamond and folding the body forwards. Again, trying to keep that nice flat back so we're not just rounding our head and trying to get our head to our toes. Nice long line through your spine. For our final little stretch here, so just have a nice big deep breath. And coming up, give them a little shake out. Awesome, so that is our little post-workout lower body stretch. I have so many more stretches for you. It's kind of been my whole life as a circus performer. It's an area that I have practiced a lot myself, and also I'm really passionate about keeping mobile while we get nice and strong. So please subscribe so that you can, and click the little notification bell so you get all the updates when I pop new ones up. I plan to put up a whole bunch of different stretch series along with the workouts. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Also, please, I always love to hear your feedback, so pop little comments in what you liked and didn't like about this session. And I hope to see you all very soon in my next video. Bye.